Hi, my name's Ann Mayoral, and I'm going to walk you through assembling your very own Spinbot. So let's take a look at and see what came in our kit. In our kit, we have a robot body, 2 robot legs, some zip ties, a motor, switch, and battery box assembly, some batteries, some rubber bands, some markers, and our wheels. So, let's start with our robot body. The robot body has 3 sides on it. 2 of those sides are flat, and one of the sides is bent down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our legs, and if you notice, there's 6 holes on the leg that match with the 6 holes on the straight sides of the robot body. So we're going to align them by pinching the little side slots, and if you align the 2 side slots and hold them with your thumb and index finger, you'll perfectly align the 6 holes. So we're going to use a zip tie to secure the leg to the robot body. It doesn't matter if the leg is on top or on the bottom of the body. So insert the zip tie on the top surface with the zip tie, the end with the side with the box pointed out. So when you weave it through the opposite hole, you'll make a U shape with the zip tied box on the outside and the other end facing up. So then we're going to weave that end back through that buckle and pull down to secure the first leg. So this is what we get. We get the straight end open, the other leg attached, and then we have that bent leg free. So we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. And remember to pull these very tight. So again, now we have 2 legs attached to the robot body. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach the motor, switch, and battery box assembly. So find your motor. The motor looks like a little silver cylinder with a long shaft out of the end. You'll notice that there's some double-sided sticky tape on one side. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach that motor to the bottom of the bent leg. So the motor will sit on the underneath side of that bent leg using this double-sided sticky tape. I'm going to peel off the top cover and secure it as far forward as possible so that as much of the shaft is showing. I've also positioned it in between those 6 holes on that bent leg. I'm going to secure that motor in place with another zip tie. So again, now we have the 2 legs and the motor situated on that body. The next thing I'm going to do is attach the switch. The switch also has double-sided sticky tape, and it will be positioned opposite the motor in a little notch on the back of the robot body. You'll notice that there's a little bit of a blue section that will peek through the top of the robot body. So let's go ahead and remove that double-sided sticky tape. So we're going to stick it down just like so, and you'll see that there are also holes on either side of that switch. Again, we're going to secure that switch in place with another zip tie. There we go. Now we have the motor, the switch, and the two legs assembled on the body. The next is our battery pack, or our battery box. Again, you'll see that there's some double-sided sticky tape on the back that we're going to go ahead and remove the cover from, and place it anywhere on the top of the body in this large area. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the batteries into the battery pack. And remember, there's a flat side and a side of the battery that has a little bump. Those correspond to the negative and positive end of the batteries. We always want to put the flat side or the negative side into the spring of those on the battery box. Flat side to the spring, flat side to the spring. And there we go. So now we're going to attach the wheel onto the motor shaft. And the wheel looks like a very tiny gray piece of cord. And it's a fairly tight fit. So you want to secure it onto the shaft, but you don't need to push it all the way in. You just want to make sure that it's not going to fall off. We've also provided you some extra wheels in your kit to try out should you run it so far that it burns a hole through the tire. The next thing that we're going to do is secure the markers. We're going to do this by using rubber bands on the two legs. So you'll notice that each leg has two little bumps or knuckles. So we're going to slide the rubber band on top of the knuckles, pull down, cross the rubber band so it makes an X, pull it back over the end of the leg, cross it over once again to make another X, and pull it back over the bottom of the leg and release. That will allow you to secure the marker in place. We're going to repeat on the other leg. Again, pull it over the knuckles, pull down, make an X, pull back over, make another X, pull back over, and release. Now, we're going to secure the markers by pulling up the rubber bands and sliding our markers down the leg. Now remember, we want to make sure, in order for the markers to draw, the end has to extend beyond the end of the leg. So make sure that your markers are pushed down far enough to do that. I'm going to attach the other marker . Push it all the way down, and there we go. So the moment of truth is when you get to power on your bot. There's a power button on the switch that we attached, and we'll just press it to turn it on. And you'll hear a humming sound, and the motor will be spinning the wheel. So we're going to go ahead and take off our pin caps and see it draw. see if we can draw on our table. And there you go. There you have your completed, assembled, very own Spinbot. Thanks for playing.